You don't hear me? Don't hear. It's just low. How about now? Maybe? What is happening? Okay. So, Discord's being fun and weird. Tech issue. Okay. It's good. Alright. Good evening. I'm Cactus Rose Amber. Welcome to Better Than Parent Extra episode. As a reminder, Tales from the Loop role-playing games as a base Blackout Club inspired story. Special thanks and shoutouts. Thank you to Drumurboy for letting me use his old lo-fi beats Bill and Sleepwalk so kindly. Background. Thank you to Question Games for creating the Blackout Club, allowing us to explore the world and lore. Thank you to Publishing for making the books accessible. Thank you to everyone here lurking, to those who may vote in the future, and those who may watch this later. Sincerely appreciate. Content warnings may not be applicable to this episode, but nonetheless, this game is heavily inspired by content of the Blackout Club, a group of teenagers exploring a small suburban town looking for evidence of strange events. As such, there may be scenes with blood and evidence of crimes like kidnapping and murder. Now it's time about some teenagers. It doesn't work. Great. Alright, so previously, on the finale of A-Side, we had our little group of misfits here. Escape the maze, Haven Hill, delivering the required paper, safe and sound. So, why, Brother Avery, for knowing, or for having been down there, Avery demanded Wyatt invite his friends over for dinner. So he could get some answers.
Hate that for us.
Did you invite?
Did you invite us? Did you invite us?
Yes, I did.
Laura needs an in, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, Wyatt did invite everybody, even though he did not want to. He tried to lie, okay? An attempt was made.
Attempt was made. Was there? How did you text them? How did you tell people to come over? How'd that go down?
Oh man, I had to text. He probably texted Treebeard chat.
Yeah, did he at least warn us that your brother was pissed?
No.
Wow.
No, that checks out.
You don't
That
get a
checks
warning.
Why? It's like
if I have to deal with it.
If I'm in trouble, all of you are in trouble too. So
Oh, God.
he just texted Treebeard and said like, "Hey, who wants to come over?" For no particular reason.
That's not
Wyatt,
sentient.
when you say no particular reason, my immediate thought is there's a particular reason.
It's really kind of rude of you to not trust me there. So, I don't appreciate that.
But also, question mark?
No, you should just come over. What was that?
Maybe Wyatt is just being subtle because it's Treebeard related, you know?
Ah. I suppose that's reasonable. Alright. Where do you live, Wyatt?
I don't fuck.
I don't know.
Insert address here.
I've never heard of insert address here before.
Oh yeah, it's a little bit on the other side of town,
Oh, yeah. I don't normally go over there.
Yeah.
Alright, I will see you later.
Is it just tonight? Like,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, thanks for the big warning.
Oh yeah, no, you're welcome.
Are we supposed to bring anything?
No.
Okay.
I could bring cookies, you know?
Okay, wait, no, never mind. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I'll do that. My neighbor's
Okay, perfect.
cookies.
So wait, should I show up with cookies too, or just Lore?
No, you don't.
Oh,
No.
You don't know
Okay.
anyone who makes good cookies.
No, I buy cookies. I don't make them.
You don't buy
then
cookies.
definitely don't bring anything.
What do you mean you don't buy cookies?
You need them homemade. We're cookie snobs in here.
Thumbs up emoji, and that's all they respond with.
Okay.
They just
Sounds
woke up.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm going back to sleep.
So, you send these series of texts, and you can hear like Avery like slamming pots and pans, slamming
Oh
door,
god.
and it's very much the over the top. Like you can't tell if it's like legit rage that's making him like do this, or if he's doing the joking like bad thing. It's hard to tell. You can hear him muttering under his breath. And you hear his phone ding, and you'll hear him angrily type at the phone, responding to a text message, and then go back to like very angrily chopping. Like, he's
Oh,
not
God.
like
Angry chopping. I'm nervous.
But whether or not you go down there, or head towards the kitchen, start a very familiar recipe. It's one your mom used to make. Brother did his learn it. He passed.
Oh.
It's kind of like a comfort food, even with his. You can sense his affection. In what
His
he's
affectionate
doing.
rage.
His affectionate rage.
You're still
Cheers.
feeling the love.
Cheers to
Yeah.
being an older sibling. So, who wants to arrive first?
Since we weren't given an exact time, I'll probably show up early.
Of course, the nerd shows up early.
Well, the impending idea that it was supposed to be something for Treebeard made it sound important, when it's actually very much not.
No,
And
it
since
gets
I'm
me out
going
of
to
trouble, so it's super important.
And because it's also just me going to another person's house, I show up with a small jar of potpourri.
Okay.
That's what you
It's-
bring?
Well, it's like, thank you for having me over.
Here's some potpourri.
Yeah, have you never done that?
Your house stinks. Here's some potpourri.
No, it's just like a nice thing to give to someone.
I've never
You know,
heard of that.
No,
I've heard of flowers.
I'm right there with you. No, I understand. It just-
Flowers.
my brain goes
Yeah.
potpourri, thinks of like something you leave to make the room smell better. So it's like, here, your house stinks. Like,
Yeah, look, if I bring over flowers, one, they're gonna die. Two, I don't know what kind of living space they have.
fair.
I don't know if they
Okay.
the aesthetic of the
So it's a
room.
small thing of potpourri, and if they want, they can leave it out on a table or something.
Okay.
I don't think I'm being unreasonable.
No, you're
No,
not.
no, you're fine.
You're not.
That was just my inner lore making fun of you.
This is just.
You're insulting my house, Nick. No.
This is just, that was just my instinct was like, oh my gosh. Because I've never seen potpourri as a gift before, so obviously. Because that's friendship.
Okay, absolutely.
But,
I have seen it so frequently where I live.
So, you arrive at, Wyatt's place. The front yard is, like, not, like, meticulous. Somebody goes out there now, it takes care of weed. You can see
Definitely not Wyatt.
You can
Definitely
see
not Wyatt.
trails cut into the grass from somebody bike through. It's like wet. And it,
Wyatt.
made like these little uneven paths. Maybe even if like you slant and tilt your head, it might feel something, but who knows? It's Wyatt. And the house itself, Wyatt, you want to describe your house?
Oh, probably just a like smaller, just one-story house. Honestly, it's probably like a super just average-looking house. Like, I don't know. I don't think that anything would really be too stand out about it. Just like a smaller one-story house. There is a garage though, because I feel like Wyatt's dad is definitely the type to have like some super nice car that he doesn't let anybody touch or breathe near.
It just sits in it just sits in the garage like it's a museum of some kind. Goes out there,
Yes,
polishes it now
exactly.
and then. Like
Yeah.
Does Wyatt go out there and touch it for fun?
Yes.
just because he can.
Yeah.
You can't prove it, but you actually have a theory that at one point Avery wrote for a joyride, but no one could prove it. So, Nick, do you the doorbell? Do you knock?
Yeah, no, if there's a doorbell, I ring it.
Avery rushes to the front door.
Oh God.
Oh God.
He just like I was about to say Wyatt would go for the door, but he's just getting like shoved past.
Yeah, Avery
Avery can't trust you.
Avery takes like the long strides, not running, but totally running. Like, the I would be running if I wasn't trying to like prove a point, kind of thing. And he opens the door, and
Does he open the door like rushed? Like I feel like I'm being like about to get tackled.
He totally casual, like he rushes to the door. But once he
Okay.
gets to the door, it's like this very casual open it up, and he's like, "Hey, hello, welcome, come right on in." Very like casual about it. Oh gosh, I'm trying to. How do I want to describe Avery for everyone?
Yeah, this is the first time.
This is the first time
and-
anybody else is seeing it.
Yeah.
Is he cute?
He's
I mean,
adorable.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. I just felt like I had to do it for the bit because
Okay.
I asked Wyatt.
Hate you.
I feel like Avery have picture. Well, I have an idea. So he's blonde like Wyatt, but all I'm gonna give you. No, he's blonde like Wyatt.
Hello,
Make a
blonde
mental
man.
image.
Almost. I want to say almost a foot taller than Wyatt, but that doesn't.
Damn.
Is that you, Captain America?
And he's tall. Obviously tall. That's me exaggerating, but there's a
Mhm.
he is wearing like skinny jeans, house shoes, and long sleeve shirt that he's kind of like pushed up to his elbows. His hair very
feel
obviously
that.
wasn't combed at all.
We love that though.
And it's very much he just looks like any other guy on the show. Would not look twice at him at all, unless he's
So,
with Wyatt.
in a meaner sense, he's kind of forgettable.
He can be forgettable.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if we'd ever heard Wyatt say Avery's name.
Yeah, he has.
We have?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna be like, oh, hi, are you Avery?
Hello, can you hear me? And why the frick are you like this? In technology, up now. Does not. What the frick? Sorry.
Alright, we can't cuss.
Well, no, we've said fuck already.
I didn't. Who said?
I think it was D.
It was D.
Okay.
Oh.
I love you.
Okay.
I was like, it wasn't me.
For
For once.
For once.
I can hear you on stream.
Okay. So, he's like, yeah, I'm Avery, and kind of like offers you his, like, shakes your hand and kind of pulls you inside.
Oh, God.
But, like, you can't. No, I can make you roll for this, technically. I don't want to tell you what you can and cannot tell. Do you want to roll
Wyatt
for
is
this?
just like Wyatt
What
is
am I
just watching
rolling
this. He's
for?
just like, I'm not gonna
like, do you want to, like, roll for his intentions? Or anything? Like, because that could be a comprehension check. Or an empathize check.
Oh, good. I'm bad at both.
Oh, Jesus. It's okay, you're not the only one who's going to be showing up, so it's not just you.
Okay. No, I do have 7 in comprehend.
Oh dang.
It's mind over matter. Okay. God, I have to remember. Roll.
It's exclamation point roll.
Yep. And that is for comprehend.
Oh.
1 success.
Okay,
Thanks.
so you can get, you get the feeling that he legitimately, like, wants to get to know you, but he doesn't want you to have the opportunity to run away in case, like, Wyatt has said something. So the goal is get you inside and close the door because society rules you would be stuck inside unless you want to be rude. and he obviously notices you have a present, so you're following like, oh hey, I'm gonna be nice and bring a thing, and he's like, cool, you're gonna be trapped in here now. Basically using politeness and societal norms to his advantage.
Yeah.
And he kind of calls back and he's like, Wyatt, your friend's here. And he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was that?
Oh, I'm Nick.
Nice to meet you. Wyatt should be out soon. Help yourself to anything. I'm gonna go back to the kitchen. And kind of like lightly guides you. I'm making gestures and you can't see them, but like kind of like lightly guides you to like a common space, like a living room, den, whatever.
Yeah, like placing the arm vaguely behind me.
Yeah, so you can't go like turn around and leave kind of thing. And as you enter into the common area, I'm assuming Wyatt's probably like in the hallway.
Yeah, he was just listening into this whole mess.
Wyatt?
Hey.
Is there something I need to like know about?
He kind of like gestures for Nick to like come over to the side a little bit.
Okay.
He's like, so that Avery can't hear, and he's like, so my brother knows about everything, and so he may ask you stuff, so just be prepared for that.
Nick doesn't even like look shocked, or his eyes don't go wide. He just seems tired. And he's like, did he know about it before, or did you tell him?
I did not tell him.
You can just hear from the kitchen, hear from the kitchen.
Oh god.
No.
His phone just going off.
Oh my gosh.
So you called us over here to be interrogated.
I wouldn't say that necessarily. It's just it's a sharing of
Who arrives
responsibility.
next? Who wants in next?
Oh, I will.
Alright. Do you knock? Do you ring the doorbell?
Probably both. Don't even wait. Just ring the doorbell and knock.
Take all
I was about to
options.
say, do you wait, or is it just like ring the doorbell
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
knock immediately?
Yeah.
Both
at the same time.
Avery like power walks to the front door, trying to not appear as
Exasperated.
frantic, or absurd in any way to guests. But he's very much like, I'm on my way.
So is he normally like this, or?
Unfortunately.
He opens the door and he's like, hello, welcome, come right on in.
Okay.
Okay. Kind of ushers you inside, and he closes the door, and it's a little bit too fast. Just that ever so slightly too fast. And he's like, I'm Avery. My brother is in the common space over there, and kind of like lead that way. He's like, I'm sorry to be so rude. I just have something on the stove and I don't want to leave it too long.
No, Maxie would probably just like walk over to Nick and Wyatt after, you know, Avery's done panicking. And be
Oh
like,
my god.
what was that about?
Oh no, my mic keeps doing this. Sorry, drummer. Don't know why. So once again, you're there, and Avery's in the kitchen. Like, his phone just does not stop.
Interesting.
Welcome to prison.
Why it's just like, I'm sorry, my brother is weird. Coming from him, that's
Considering your literal title is weirdo.
yeah.
It runs in the family.
It really does.
Genetic weirdness.
He's gonna kind of give Maxie the same, like, like he knows. Like, so be prepared for that. That's kind of what this is about.
Oh boy, okay.
But I didn't tell him.
Maxie
wasn't me.
says as if they aren't weird too.
Yeah.
Did you bring anything with you, Maxie? Like, did you bring your guitar or anything of that regard?
Oh yeah, Maxie
Mhm.
always carries their guitar.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because there had been no reference to it. Yeah. As you guys are in there, I know you haven't arrived before, but as you guys
Late
are
to the
in there,
party.
you can hear, like, you
Fashionably
two
late.
begin to hear, like, way too much noise coming from the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
Just a lot of more pots and pans, like, clanging. Wyatt, you're like, I don't remember there needing to be this many pots and pans for that dish, but okay.
When did we get so many pans?
When did we get so many? Your brother bought them for this specific purpose. No. Avery actually pops his head out and he's like, I forgot to ask, does anybody have any dietary restrictions? No.
I must admit, I never thought about
That's fair. And Avery's like, don't worry about it. It's fine. You shouldn't be able to die off this. It's cool.
What?
Was this like the natural selection of your family, Wyatt?
How'd you know?
And you eventually hear Avery just like power off his phone.
So he stops getting spammed.
So he stops getting spammed.
Us?
And Floor,
Yes.
how do you arrive? How do you show up?
Fashionably late. She probably asked Nick, like, what time are you going? And then show up 20 minutes later.
I hate it.
Do you?
Listen, she had to skateboard there. It's
That's
it's not as fast as a bike. Yeah, she'd ring the doorbell like in a pattern, like kind of annoying, but not long, just like
Okay, Wyatt is power walking too.
Oh
He's-
no! No.
Yes, yes.
You can't stop this.
I can. He's racing for the door too.
Okay. I need if you're racing for the door.
Okay, what am I rolling?
It's a body check of some kind.
Oh shoot.
They're just colliding in the hall.
It's probably a moved body, obviously.
Move. Okay, wait. Let me.
Oh my god.
Run.
Oh, I only have 2 points in body. I'm getting.
You're gonna get bodied.
Oh god.
That's 6d4. What?
That was that's Avery's.
Shit!
Oh god.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Okay.
No, they didn't.
Wait, even if I get 2 6s, I'm still gonna lose. No.
Okay, I'm gonna say, all right, Wyatt. The only reason you beat is because you have one less fail.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Like-
but Avery got a success and Wyatt got none.
No, Avery. Oh
Avery didn't, right?
no, I rolled that
64.
wrong. I rolled that wrong. It was
Yeah.
66.
Ah.
Is
Oh
why.
no, it's fine. No, no.
Uh-oh.
The doors are fine.
See?
Oh!
Yes.
See? I'm like, no, I did it wrong.
Look at that pace.
So you hear the doorbell and Lore doing it in a kind of slightly like a slight pattern. Any particular pattern, Lore?
like a little friendly, like doo-doo-doo-doo.
Wait, how does that go again?
Shut up.
And both the two brothers go kind of taking off toward the door, and through some very interesting footwork, Wyatt,
for me?
you managed to almost trip Avery. And so
Wow.
and so there's like this thud wham into the wall kind of thing.
Why? I don't.
And as Avery is standing there, like, kind of leaning against the wall, like, you asshole, you open the door.
Why? I don't think this is giving off the impression you want. But
After all that, he's still gonna open the door and just like be like, "Hey, what's up?"
hey, you guys are like. I imagine you guys are like breathing heavy, kind of. I brought cookies.
Oh, great. Yeah. No. We can. Yeah. Yeah. Come in.
Avery is,
He's just-
like, still, like, leaning against the wall, but he's now put his hands on his hips, and he's just like, this is my life now.
You two are gonna fight later.
But he looks up, and he sees Lore, and he's like, welcome. I'm Avery.
Hey, I'm Lore. It's nice to meet you. Wyatt talks so much about you.
Oh. Only good things, I hope.
No.
Rarely.
Oh no!
Avery kind of, like,
No.
stares at Wyatt, and he's like, I'm gonna want to hear about these stories.
Yeah,
And,
of
like,
course.
and just
No.
kind of like tries to don on like an air of nonchalance, and heads back to the kitchen, and he's like, dinner should be ready in 15. Don't go anywhere.
That sounds threatening.
Because it is.
So Laura would follow Wyatt and be like, what the fuck was that?
Nothing. So he's okay. Yeah, I guess they're gonna join up with like Maxie and Nick in the common area, and he's gonna be like, okay, so uh, Avery knows about the whole everything. So
Everything? I thought you said about the maze.
that is the everything.
That
No,
is
that's
not
not
everything.
everything.
Does he know
Well,
about
that's
Treebeard?
most of the thing. Maybe.
Does he know about all the weird
What do you mean,
symbols?
maybe?
Okay, well, I don't know if they know he knows about the symbols. I didn't tell him that. I didn't even tell him about the maze.
Who told him?
Sawyer did.
Jesus. Oh, so what? They're
ratted
all
me
like in
out.
on it?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe let's keep, the weird house in the middle of the woods quiet for now.
Okay.
I mean, I
If he
don't.
can help, then that's fine. But he doesn't exactly seem pleased.
Okay,
Laura
I
is.
trust
Oh,
him
sorry.
though. Okay, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Laura just wanted to make sure that Avery was not listening in.
Oh.
How do you want to check that?
She's kind of like leaning back, probably in her chair, to see through the doorway to see if he's anywhere close. Investigate?
Yeah,
Or
I think it would be an investigate. You're trying to.
oh, thank God. It's
I'm
my
not gonna
good
make
one.
you do a sneak, even though that would technically.
I mean,
Why is it not picking up voice again? What the fuck?
Excuse me, was that a bad word on stream?
No,
How
I
dare.
stopped.
Oh.
Didn't count.
okay. I got one success.
You got one success.
Ooh.
Okay. So, from what you can tell, Avery is like focused at the stove. He's
Okay.
just like staring at the stove. He isn't even like stirring anything in like any pots or anything. You see like the steam or the smoke or what, like you can faintly hear the sizzle from him like watching what's cooking, and he's just staring. His phone's like kind of like almost thrown off to the side on like the counter. You can kind of see it. But you think he might be able to hear some things depending on how loud you guys talk.
So Laura turns back to them. She's like, we should keep it low if we're going to talk about this.
Okay. Look, I'm sure you trust your brother, Wyatt. He seems like a nice guy. But I just got pulled into this house and I'm now being held captive.
Okay, that's an exaggeration. Okay.
I mean, I don't think Nick could hold his own.
No, I cannot.
He just wants to know what's happening. Okay, I don't know.
You said he knows what's happening.
Okay, but he doesn't know about like I thought he knew about everything. I don't know how much Sawyer told him.
Why do we have to be involved?
Didn't you
I don't know.
warn us? You told us you just wanted us over.
Well, I was worried you wouldn't come.
A trap.
Listen, if I'm in trouble, all of you are in trouble too.
Wow. Real mature.
Wyatt, I hope you remember this moment the next time you try to text us for help.
We will never trust you. Okay.
I'm sorry. I just did not want to have to get yelled at alone.
God.
He told me to invite you guys. Okay.
If
I
you
don't know, guys.
asked, I would have come anyway.
Aw, a true bud.
I genuinely don't know how much he knows. I just heard him on the phone with Sawyer, and then he told me to invite you guys. So I'm kind of in the dark as much as you guys are.
Okay. But he knows Sawyer. Does he know Alex?
I don't know. Maybe.
Does...
I mean,
I think we should turn
Sawyer-
this on him, and we should investigate and interrogate him.
I don't know how well that would go, but you can try.
I say we do it. There's 4 against 1.
You make it sound like we're gonna beat him up.
You never know.
We are not beating up my brother.
I know.
You sound a little disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. He is pretty cute.
Okay, you're sitting on the opposite side of the table.
Wouldn't that make it more like a date?
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. Shut
no,
up.
no. it
Okay.
does.
No, it doesn't. Okay, we're
Uh, so, I probably should have asked this before I started doing all this. Wyatt, what would be the family dish? What would be the thing that Mom used to like lovingly make and take
shoot.
time?
I'm actually not sure.
Meatloaf.
Generic. No.
No. Meatloaf looks generic, but you make it your own family recipe.
Yeah, and you can take time.
I'm just.
And look,
I'm
I'm
kind
gonna
of
I'm gonna be
imagining
real
the-
with you. I'm getting like Meatloaf vibes from this family.
Meatloaf vibes.
Okay.
Meatloaf vibes.
You know what? If the vibes are there, we'll roll with it.
We'll roll with it. We can roll with it.
We'll roll with the vibes.
Just the idea though of like Avery making meatloaf, you know, and putting it in the oven, and then saying, "I have something on the stove that I need to go watch."
It's potatoes.
Well,
It's
one, you have to
potatoes.
make, you have sides. You make potatoes, maybe some green beans.
Sorry.
You gotta make the sauce for the top too, you know?
Uh-huh.
Why would you have green beans when you got mac and cheese? SMH. Yeah, see,
Wait,
Medusa knows what's up.
Mac and cheese with your.
Yes.
Mac and cheese is not a family, like, special meal.
Okay,
No, but I'm saying like
no.
with that, you
Mac
could
and
have
cheese
mac
is
and
good.
Homemade.
Yeah,
I'm not
Homemade
saying
homemade
mac and cheese is bad. I'm just
Bro.
saying mac and cheese isn't like, oh yeah, this is our iconic family dinner.
I won't have this mac and cheese slander in my
I
home.
put my back into this mac and cheese.
Yeah. Look,
Mac and
I
cheese is
don't
literally
know.
like the easy family meal. It's not like the
I-
token family meal.
I am
gonna have
so
to ask you to
offended right
leave.
now. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave my home, Nick. Sorry. Please delete my number.
The chat is arguing with you,
Listen.
and probably a little bit me.
I'm not saying mac and cheese is bad. I like mac and cheese.
No, you've said enough.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Anyways. Now that our family has been insulted.
Oh no, wait, hold on. Where is it?
Hey, I mean, my mom just makes boxed mac and cheese, so you got a leg up.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my god.
I'm voting.
Oh my god.
I needed to.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I said mac and cheese is a family meal. I just said it's not like
You're
what
not
you
in
make.
this episode.
I'm just saying it's not like how, like, if someone's coming over, it's like, this is our special family recipe. You don't serve mac and cheese.
No, I'm still offended because like there is a very very specific way my family serves mac and cheese in a specific way they make it, and if I go through the trouble of making it for you, you're gonna fucking like it, or you're not allowed over.
Look, we can talk about that
Later.
when we visit each other, Amber.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, we had to go off on this tangent.
We put together a vote for this.
I needed to know.
And you're losing. Anyways, I'm satisfied. I'm gone now.
Okay, so Avery's making your mom's special meatloaf.
Or is it mom's special mac and cheese?
Or mom's special mac and cheese. We'll figure it out. Anyway, it's mom's special dish. It's mom's specialty. And Avery's the one who learned it. Avery's the one who and Avery learned it in the way of he only got to learn the very basics, and then it was after your mom died he kind of put together what he remembers and what you remember and tried to make it as close to the real thing as possible. And he's probably sauteing some veggies, and as Avery calls you into there's some fighting happening in chat. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I made this a thing.
Drummer, we will talk about this at a later date.
Okay, hold on. It's just that mac and cheese is something that you can work on. I made it myself, but you usually bring it to a thing. You don't serve it for your entire dinner.
No, we're only eating mac and cheese now because you want to say something.
Welcome to my side.
We're throwing out all the other dishes and only eating mac and cheese because you want to say.
All right. Okay.
Christ.
I miss this.
I missed this too.
I miss this so much. And as Avery is kind of calling, being hey Wyatt, come set the table, kind of thing.
Yeah, Wyatt.
You hear, you hear something. You hear on the door.
Oh, God.
Someone doesn't ring the doorbell.
Wyatt is not going for that one. He's my friends are here. Avery can answer that one.
Oh my god, all of the bot things are going off. I turned those off. We're not making... Yes, drummer, yes. Yes, I'm here for this.
But yeah, Wyatt's gonna go start getting stuff to set the table, and he just kind of looks at Avery and he's like, "You can get that one."
Avery kind of wipes his hands off on his jeans and heads toward the front door, and before he can even open it, it's open from outside.
Oh?
Those of you who are in the common space, you can see a very tall woman. A very tall woman with dark, dark skin. Her hair pulled back into a ponytail. Makeup kind of smeared, but it doesn't take away from the way she carries herself. She has dark fitted pants that have you can see dirt and dust kind of speckled across her top. barely even looks like a top anymore. It's been ripped, it's been torn, but it remains on. You notice red nails, but it looks like the polish is chipped. And she's there, and she's standing at the door, and she's like, "You stopped answering me."
Oh god.
Oh man.
And
Oh no.
And Avery's like, "I told you I was busy."
Wyatt from the kitchen is like, ooh, you're in trouble.
Um, those of you in the common space, you can actually see she has a crock pot, kind of, resting on her hip.
Oh.
So casually carrying around a crock pot.
And and Avery sees this, and he's like, "What's that?" And she's like, "I'm returning your crock pot." And he's like, "This couldn't wait." And she's like, "No," and like almost like flings it into his arms, so he has to struggle to catch it. This like ceramic heavy duty crock pot. And he's like, "Did you even clean it?" And she's like, "No," and like continues into the house.
Does it sound like she's headed for the room we're in?
Yes.
I am going to move further back into the room.
Is she like our age?
She's older.
Okay.
She big.
She's definitely
Wyatt's way taller than me. Avery's taller than Wyatt, and now she's taller than Avery. I'm a dwarf here.
No, she's a very tall woman. I didn't say she's necessarily taller than Avery.
I'm
She's just
microscopic.
She's a tall lady.
Is this someone that Wyatt would have seen before, or no?
Wyatt, you probably recognize her, at least vaguely. But she certainly knows who you are. As she walks past the common room, sees the three of you guys, kind of offers you like a slight wave, like a wiggle of her fingers, really more than anything. And continues into the kitchen, and she's like, "Oh, there's Wyatt." And and you hear from Avery, "Briar, you better shut your whore mouth."
Oh my god.
What happened?
And Briar's like, "No."
Oh my god.
Walks to the kitchen, like walks to the table that you're currently setting, and kind of like lets herself sit in one of the chairs. Oh.
What?
Laura is just like, I aspire to make men tremble like that.
You just deleted.
Yeah,
you just
no.
Deleted Medusa.
Yeah, no, Medusa got in trouble for using too many symbols. Too many. Too many. I can fix that in the future. But yeah, so she kind of like sits in the chair, and she watches you, and Wyatt, do you look at her at all?
He's probably like very obviously trying to avoid like eye contact after that entrance. But he's probably gonna keep like setting the table anyway.
Gotcha. Alright. You're avoiding eye contact. But she just watches you. Doesn't say anything, she just watches you.
Oh god.
And Avery, finally, gets his hands on the crock pot and gestures for the three, and he's like, "Come on, might as well do this with her too." And goes into the kitchen, dropping, like, places the crock pot near the sink to deal with later. and starts getting everything ready for people to eat.
Laura would absolutely come over. Hand out like, I'm Laura.
I'm Briar. Nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you.
So, are you like a family friend?
She goes to answer and Avery's like, oh, hell no.
Why are you so mean to her?
And he like, was that in character?
Yeah, that was a character.
He kind of like slams his hand on the counter and he's like, she's mean to me. Like,
I don't
you
know.
just
I don't.
see it.
I don't think so. I think she's perfect.
And she's like, oh, you're sweet. And she just kind of offers like the biggest grin. She's very happy. She's very relaxed. And can I get a perception check from y'all?
Sure.
Oh, from all of us?
Yeah.
I wish to perceive.
You wish to perceive.
Okay. And what is that again?
Perception
Is
is
that-
investigation, basically.
Yeah.
Investigate, okay.
I just call it perception because that's what you're
It isn't
doing.
everything else.
Yeah. Laura's just crushing on all of the like semi-adult characters.
Oh god. She's too busy. She's like, wow.
Okay, yeah. Laura's a little
Distracted.
distracted. The rest of you, as you look at her, you almost, yeah, no, it's not dust or dirt on her clothes or possibly on her hands and arms. That's ash and charcoal. And as you breathe, you think you might smell like gasoline or
Oh god.
or some kind of oil. And she's very happy with herself.
Are you sure we should be here for this? This seems like a personal matter.
No, you're staying.
Aries like, did you really? And then come here. And she kind of like crosses her arms and like leans back on like the two back legs of the chair. And she's like, did I? I don't know. You turned off your phone. And Avery's just like starts muttering to himself and goes and hits like the kitchen radio, like turns on the kitchen radio. And
Wyatt's enjoying this way too much.
And you all begin to hear of an emergency broadcast of a fire having been started in Redacre.
So this is well above my pay grade.
Specifically in like the latest housing development that had just finished, displacing at least 5-6 families that were going to be moving there in the upcoming weeks. And Avery stares at Briar, and Briar stares back. And it's literally the whole, like, he looks at me and I look at him. Like, they just keep staring at each other, not blinking. Wyatt, you see, like, a light turn on behind your brother's eyes. Like, something woke up. Something woke up.
Oh.
And he he's the first to look away. Goes back to gathering the plates or gathering the dishes to serve for everyone. And as the radio plays this emergency news announcement talking about like how many engines it took to like put out the fire, the hunt for the arsonist who caused it, and so on, he very casually asks people, what would you like to drink? Like what?
Oh my god.
Water.
Do you have soda?
So much soda.
Too much Dr. Peppy.
So much Dr. Peppy.
Yeah.
No,
We're
it's off brand, so it's like Dr. Bob or something.
Dr. Bob.
Dr. I think it's Dr. Bop.
It could be
Yeah.
Dr. Bob.
I'll take some of that, Dr. Bop.
Wyatt's gonna go to get that because he wants one too.
Okay.
Maxie, do you want anything?
No.
Maxie wants nothing.
Maxie's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Maxie's waiting for the cookie to add to their collection.
Yeah, exactly. Precisely.
I'm only here for cookies.
So Avery and Wyatt go get the drinks, and Briar just starts serving herself. Very comfortable in this kitchen. Just very comfortable. And she kind of like, she holds the spoon, like the serving spoon, and kind of like points it at Maxie, and it's just like, how much you want?
And Maxie just like looks around. How much can I have?
The entire tray.
I literally just imagined her scooping like the tiniest amount onto a plate and then handing you the whole tray. Like, I literally imagined her doing that.
I love it. Maxie is all the extremes.
But no, she just like takes like this giant heaping spoonful and like puts it on your plate and like hands it over, and like she starts serving people. And Avery looks so very displeased by the whole situation.
Wyatt's enjoying this. I'll say that.
But once everybody's like has their drinks, because you know he didn't ask Briar if she wanted anything and she didn't offer, and everybody has like some food on their plate of some kind. The cookies like ever so slightly placed off to the side so nobody can just snatch all of them. Just kind of sit there at the table, and Briar's like, gonna say grace, and Avery gives her the most deadpan stare, and he's like, have I ever said grace? Briar's like, yeah, I'm not sure our grace is really appropriate here, now that I think about it.
Interesting.
But she like kind of despite her wonderfully elegant clothing, she sits in a way that a lot of
Wait, elegant? I thought you said it was tattered.
well, no, she's elegant in the way that she carries herself.
Oh, okay.
You know, she's very confident in herself. She has no qualms about how she looks or what she looks like. She kind of like almost hunches over her plate of food. Her elbows on the table. Kind of plays with like the fork and everything. And she's like, so I get the feeling I interrupted something.
Nope.
I get the feeling we're all looking over. Like,
I feel
you
like
just committed mass arson, didn't you?
yeah, I feel like we are interrupting something.
she grins, and it's like, no, they can't prove anything, so don't worry about it. But Avery,
I'm gonna use the restroom. Be right back.
Nick, don't run away. Don't run away.
Get out of here. This is crazy.
Wyatt is like grabbing Nick's sleeve. He's like, sit down.
You can't leave us here.
and
Briar's a great distraction from our getting yelled at, though.
Oh, maybe she'll even save us.
Yeah, let's ride this as long as we can.
As Avery just kind of like takes a bite of the fancy mac and cheese. Or meatloaf, whichever you prefer, it should be. And he's like, I was gonna lecture them. And
What?
Avery like shoots you a look like, you have to ask, really?
Is this all
Lord.
while I'm still being like half grabbed
Yes,
next to the table?
We're pinning you down into the seat. Me and Wyatt are tag teaming this.
Oh my God.
We've done nothing wrong.
He takes a deep breath and like lets out this sigh. And he's like, you went into Red Acre, didn't you? Before?
So did she.
We saved some asses. Just a reminder before you yell at us.
Yeah, no, they're gonna get yelled at too. They're not safe. And Briar's like, oh, they got in trouble too? And Avery's like, shut up. Like, nobody asked you. And she just looks absolutely gleeful. And she's like, who was it? Who did you save? Who got stuck down there?
That was Oscar.
Oscar and Annie.
I don't know.
And you
those
know what?
names.
Did we kind of save what's his name?
Sawyer?
Sawyer. Yeah,
I
that
think
one.
Sawyer saved us. I don't
Well,
think that
it was we're not sure. It could have been mutual.
uh-huh.
She kind of like starts dusting off some of like the ash from her pants, and she's like, Sawyer, huh? And Wyatt, you can tell Avery is getting angry.
Oh god.
He's not saying anything, and his facial expression is blank. But from having grown up with him, you know it's just a pot waiting to like boil. He's just eating. He worked hard on that dinner. He's gonna eat it. And Briar's like, did Sawyer go down there alone? I heard there was plans like nobody is supposed to go alone.
Sawyer was on his own, but he said he went down with people and got separated.
Okay. Interesting. She eats some more of her food and like looks at Nick and she's like, you should eat. It's good.
I lost my appetite.
Well, it really, really is good.
I shoot a glance at Lore.
What? It is.
That's not the point, Lore.
And you guys kind of sit there. Oh, were you about to say something?
No, I was just laughing.
You kind of sit there, some of you eating, some of you not. Briar finishes her plate and pushes away from the table and stands up, and she's like, well, I'm very obviously not welcome here right now. But before I go, she like pats Wyatt on the head. Wyatt, you feel both somehow comforted and very belittled by this. Like, you can't... you're getting very mixed signals from her and, like, how much she actually kind of cares about you. Or if she even cares about you at all. And she's like, now you be good. Don't make your brother have an aneurysm.
I think you already took care of that for me.
I tried my best. And
he kind of whispers, he's like, thank you.
and she like
You're not gonna be thankful in a second.
She like lightly tugs on Wyatt's bandana as she walked past. And she's like, it was nice to meet the rest of you. And before she leaves, she kind of like comes up behind Avery and kind of gives him like a half hug and also pats him on the head and says, we'll do better next time. And Avery nods and he's like, yeah, next time. And as she stands up and kind of like continues and pats him again like on the shoulder as she's walking past, that little comfort little thing, she's like, don't forget to warn your brother about your dad this time, and like leaves through the front door and like slams it closed.
Wait, what?
A bunch of things rattle and shake. And just as quick as she came, Briar is gone.
Excuse me, what? What did you say?
Avery's like, well, finish your dinner, and I'll give you the information you want.
She was fun.
Yeah, fun.
Am I the only one with that opinion? Come on, Maxie. She was fun.
Did she actually burn down houses?
She pretty much directly said, like, they can't prove that it was her.
And neither can we.
You can tell Wyatt wants to say she was fun too, but he's just like doesn't want to make Avery mad. So he just doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Look funny, haha, we all got invited over here for dinner so your brother could give us an earful about what stupid things going into whatever tunnel that was. But here he is colluding with someone who set several buildings on fire. People could have died.
Well, we don't know why she set the buildings on fire. Maybe there was a good reason.
I don't care if there was a good reason.
I don't think anyone was moved in yet, right?
That's true.
And what if it got out of control? What if it went to houses
Was that-
people did live in?
Was that the oh my god. The distraction? Maybe? I mean, Laura isn't really asking, she's kind of asking her group just because.
Okay.
Technically, I don't know if Avery would know.
Avery could answer.
Distraction, huh?
Nothing. Never mind. Never mind. Let's just eat dinner.
Yep, we're eating. Yep. We're moving on.
You can
Great
see
mac and cheese.
Avery start counting in his head, and he's like, no, that's 3 nights in a row.
3 nights in a row?
That Briar's lit something on fire, or
if Briar has set something on fire, which I can't confirm or deny that she did, that would have been 3 nights in a row that something in Red Acre has gone on fire.
Ooh, a pyro?
I wouldn't put it past her from what little I've seen.
You are so judgmental, Nick.
Excuse me.
Excuse you. You are excused.
Did you just ignore that entire encounter?
I did not. I
She
enjoyed
was
it.
covered in ash.
I wasn't looking at the ash.
Well,
I
surely
was-
you smelled the gasoline.
Kind of. I was a little distracted.
Okay, well, look, the point is, I don't trust her. She seems dangerous. I don't care if she's not with whatever else is out there that's spooky in the night. But this is clearly just destructive.
I mean, if it helped us when we had to go into the maze, then not a whole lot we can say about it.
If I knew that, I wouldn't have gone in. I didn't want to go in the first place.
But you did.
You did, and you're so glad because we saved people.
Yeah, that's nice. We
That's
don't know.
nice.
Yeah, we don't know what else they do. While we were saving 2 people, they could have caught 5 more. We don't know. We don't know anything.
So then we just go back and get them too.
And you want to light several houses on fire every time we do that?
I mean, no.
I mean, technically we aren't lighting them on fire. Briar's lighting them on fire, but
Avery leans forward and kind of crosses his arms on the table. And he's like, the plan is not to need Briar anymore. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Briar is one of those. She's not from here.
from Haven or Redacre?
Anywhere near here. I believe she's actually from somewhere up north with more people and know what to do with. He looks tired. He looks drained. But she has connections and we needed those. We just didn't realize what all came with that. But if whatever it was that she did manage to get you out safe, I owe her a thank you. And I hate that.
It probably saved our asses while we were down there, so.
So, you went
Look,
down...
do you know an Alex?
Yes, I know Alex.
I'm pretty sure Alex made the call to start that fire.
Yeah. And Alex sent us down there, so technically it's their fault and not ours.
I wasn't trying to shift the blame, but go for it, Lord.
I am going for it.
Avery
Nick.
makes eye contact with you, Lore.
Okay.
And you...
Wink.
God damn it. And you kind of almost get the sensation that, like, your skin's being peeled off. Like, he can see everything inside of you. Like, almost like your thoughts are, like, laid bare for him to read.
Don't do that.
And
Laura doesn't like that. She likes to keep all that inside, you know? Nobody knows anything. So she looks away, which is something she very rarely does.
whether or not Alex is the one who came up with the idea, you all agreed. And then Alex didn't even
actually.
warn you. You still went down there.
Touche.
And then Alex didn't even tell you what you were going to encounter down there.
Told us literally nothing.
Avery just like shakes his head. Look, normally, I can't even say normally, this is a new thing. What happened and what is supposed to happen was going to be decided by the three of us. And
Wait, the three of you?
yes.
You, Alex, and
Sawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so
Who
how
made you
involved
the
are
boss?
you in all of this?
Huh? What was that, Wyatt?
I said, how involved are you in all of this?
Avery kind of like looks up at the roof. Far more than I'd like to admit. If it should have been me guiding you on the walkie-talkies. If that gives you an idea.
Probably because Alex did not like giving answers.
No, Alex has never actually been down there.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
well, they never said that. I don't think.
They said
it's
they
been
knew
a
that place
while.
like the back of their hand.
I draw maps for them. And Avery kind of like shoves away from the table and he is like, give me your dishes. And like goes to like start cleaning up, cooking dinner.
Wait, no, you can't just walk away after that. Wait, so you've been down there too?
Yeah,
And
A
you
lot.
just
frequently.
wait, so you've been doing all this and you what I feel like this is something I should have known about.
Why do you think I get so nervous when you're not home? Like, why do you think I micromanage everything you do? I didn't want you to know. I didn't want anyone to know. It was literally supposed to be just myself, Sawyer, and Alex. We already broke the rules we set up by calling in Briar. And then lo and behold, Alex and Sawyer have been going through and asking you and your friends and some other random ass teenagers to go into the maze. I'm furious.
God, I don't think Wyatt even knows how to respond to that.
We all feel like we're in trouble now.
Avery?
Good.
I'm scared and I am upset. And I want to be very clear. We know half of nothing. But it is far too late for any of us to get out of this. Because Wyatt hands out his name like candy.
No,
I know he does.
That's not no.
Oh
And-
no!
And we've heard strange voices making threats in our sleep.
Avery stops and he's like, wait, they're talking to you?
What do you mean they?
They? There's more
Wait, there's
than
more
one?
than one? I thought we were all talking to the same one.
Avery, like, slowly lowers himself back into the kitchen, like, into the chair that he got up from. And he's like, there's more than we can comprehend. There's a couple that are far more vocal than others. I doubt... Have any of them spoken in unison with one another?
I've only ever heard one voice.
Yeah.
In our dreams, they didn't.
Okay. And you can kind of see him have like a little bit of relief from that. So there's one that sounds like many, but speaks at the same time. That's the one we're trying to take down.
Why?
You saw what it was down there.
So it's doing all that?
Yes. It's controlling parents. It's controlling anybody above a certain age or something. Like, we haven't been able to entirely nail down the specifics. And the people who would know, I'm scared to actually ask. But they're trying to come here too. Like, they're here, don't get me wrong, they're here. They're very much here. And Avery, like, looks at Wyatt and he's like, Dad's one of them.
What? Oh.
Yeah. Why you think Dad's never home?
Wait. What?
Yeah.
So is he like he's like thinking back to the is he like the ones with the weird faces and shit?
The hundreds of eyes?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard because I don't actually know. But I've heard him down there. And it was very much him. There's no way I can mistake Dad's voice. But it was Dad. And I ended that night early. I didn't want to see him. But yeah, they control the adults. They control some of our parents, some of the teachers. We're hoping that we can do something to prevent them from at least getting here. They already have Redacre. We don't want them to get more. So that's what we were trying to do.
What are they?
I'm sorry, what?
What are they?
They as in the voice?
All of them, yeah. Any of them.
Briar once called them a brainworm. I don't think that's right. But you've met Briar now, so you know what she's like. They're from Alex thinks they're like ideals. Like extremes. Take family, unity, all for one kind of thing to the extreme. And that's the Redacre one. There's a couple others. I don't know what they're called. And even if I did, I wouldn't say their name. It's not safe for one like me to say it. For Redacre, Once we learned their name, once we figured out their name, it's been really difficult to go unnoticed in town. After we said the name, they were very much aware of us at that point. Like, eyes always watching. Like we could never get away.
Hate that.
Is there any way to tell if someone you know is part of that?
Is there someone you're worried about?
Does the question give it away?
Avery wouldn't know. So this is where it gets weird, and this is where it gets difficult, even more so than before. But in the regards of, there's those who talk at the same time, but there's also this group that are against them, against the voices in general. And sometimes their stuff sounds very similar, so I just don't trust any of them. But there's a constant, like, repetition of weird, like a royal we, if that makes sense. Like a constant, we're doing this for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hope whoever talked to you was at least nice.
They made fun of me, but you know, that's fine.
I mean, mine was nice.
Mine threatened my life.
As they do.
Yours threatened you?
It told me to change or die.
That wasn't a threat. It was solid advice.
I don't think die is an advice.
It's about the situation here.
Are you really trying to justify having my life threatened?
Maybe you should take more risks, Nick.
Maybe you should take less, Lore.
Well,
whatever.
Something... Did Alex try to rope you into doing more down there?
Grabbing some papers. Saving people if we could.
Huh.
Wait a second. If it's just you, Sawyer, and Alex, who was texting us about our next mission?
Someone was texting you?
Yeah.
And he holds out his hand, and he's like, give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
Wyatt will give him his.
Wyatt,
Yeah.
okay.
Wyatt, give him. Sawyer takes the phone, and he goes looking for...
I'm gonna side-eye both of you, just like, we have the Treebeard gem there.
They just see Treebeard at the top.
Interestingly, Avery doesn't even blink at that. Because Avery knows his brother, and they had that conversation about Treebeard, so it's just not even gonna, like... Like, he's literally like, my brother is weird, I don't care. he goes and he sees the group message with the random numbers, and he looks at it, and you can kind of see him mouthing the numbers along, and then he's like, oh hell no.
Okay, so they were sus, right? Because we all thought they were sus.
Yes, they're sus. Don't block their numbers. Don't talk to them.
Who are they?
Who are they?
I picture like cartoon twins.
Are they like the people that came to our house the other day?
People came to your house the other day?
Avery like
Yeah, what was
nods, and he's like, yes, actually, it's those two.
Wait, did Wyatt not tell them about that?
No, Wyatt
No,
did not
no,
tell
you
them
Wyatt
about
literally
did
that.
never
not
told
tell
us.
us
Wyatt
about that.
specifically did not tell them about that. If I remember correctly, you said that's not a problem right now.
I specifically remember taking note that you did not tell us.
Why don't you tell us things?
Because you were gonna make fun of me for giving out my name, okay?
I can make fun of you for anything. You make it so easy.
Shut up! Okay, so, I didn't even get to talk to them. He just kind of looks at Avery and he's like, they came to ask for me. I don't know what they said.
They wanted... He like he clicks on that group chat and flips it around, and he points directly to the message with the address that one of them had sent. And he's like, this is in Redacre. They want you in Redacre. Of course it's a friggin' trap.
I mean, Alex wants us in Redacre too.
I mean, what are they trapping us for, though? Do they work for them?
I haven't been able to prove it yet.
They were like animal control guys.
We're not animals.
Well, they looked like animal control guys. Like that was their uniform. Or no, it had oh god, what was it? It was RNW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna assume the R stands for Red Acre.
what if we go and then we spy? Then we can get your answer on who they are, you know? Avery.
They're... I know who they are. I just don't know who exactly they work for. I don't know if they're friendly, is the thing, and I'm certainly not sending you when they obviously are trying to get you. That seems stupid.
I mean, what do they even want from us? It's not like we have anything.
Well, let's think about it, shall we? And he kind of
Oh.
rubs his hands together,
Oh
and he's
god.
like, you, who go around charming every person you meet. Yes, I heard about Susanna.
Who told you about Suzanne?
Avery kind of grins and he's like, you really think you can keep secrets from me? I
I
practically raised you.
thought
And
I did.
I am so lucky I don't have a sibling.
And he's like, let's see here. You charm everyone you meet. You have no fear jumping into situations with no explanation. So you're good at following suggestions. You made it in to the underground. Got people out. Got information out. And you're here with no harm to show for it. Why the fuck
Well, if
you
they-
think they want you?
Well, if they know who we are, then why are they trying to like I don't know. Obviously, they have no problem showing up to our house.
They can't do anything at our house. It's not allowed. It's against the rules.
Rules? Can we know these?
It's... Avery kind of waves his hand and he's like, there's... Treat it like vampires. You read vampire books, right? You look like a nerd. Think like vampires.
That laugh is in character.
Out of character, I am so sorry. They...
Yes, I've read vampire books.
Okay, good. There's the whole, like, needs permission thing.
Yeah.
Once they have permission in, they can come in, go whenever they please. The reason they haven't gotten in, despite my also not telling them, is I don't technically own the place.
But doesn't your dad work for them?
Dad does, but Dad's never here to give permission. So if Dad's not here to give permission, they cannot enter.
I mean, at least they're respectful about it.
Something that almost slipped my mind. We'll get back to this in a second. Do you know someone? I don't think it's their real name. Do you know anybody who goes by Smiles?
Avery nods and he is like, yeah. I keep
It
telling
was
him to
him.
pick a better name.
He told you about Suzanne, didn't he?
I confirm or deny nothing.
He's just gonna narrow his eyes at that. Like, I know it's him.
He was, I don't know how he's doing, one of our informants on the Red Acre part. Was until that barrier got placed. And now pretty much no one can enter Red Acre unless they want you there. Or unless they have no reason to suspect you of colluding against them. Which is why I'm not allowed in Red Acre anymore.
But you go in the tunnels and draw maps.
Yeah. The tunnels are kind of this gray area.
Is there
So
a tunnel that
Is there an
leads?
entrance outside of Red Acre then?
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you.
There's a couple entrances in the forest. I think we had intercepted something about them trying to connect the school to it, but I don't know how that's going. I'll have to check on that one.
Could you just tell us where all the entrances are? You know, just for just because.
Avery stares at you.
We would
Slick,
never.
Lore.
What?
You're not slick.
I wasn't trying to be. I gave up on that long ago, like halfway through the sentence.
Real long ago.
Yeah, you know, like
A harrowing 5 seconds ago.
Not even 5 seconds. Just look, if for some horrible, horrible reason that cannot be prevented, you end up going back down there or needing to go back down there, we can talk. But I'm not gonna give it to you willy-nilly.
Okay, but you're Wyatt's brother and you know Wyatt, and you already know Wyatt knows how one location to get in. Do you really think you're gonna stop him?
I have methods on stopping Wyatt. I don't know where you live yet.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And by saying that, you'll never find out.
We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break so we can stand up, stretch, maybe get some snacks, maybe think about what we might want to ask next.
Okay.
That makes me think you want us to ask something specific.
No, not actually. I'm just trying to get my thoughts in order.
Okay.
All right. So, chat, we will be back in about 5.
Bye.
But
Welcome back, everyone. We are back from our break. We hope you stretched. We hope you dabbed. We hope you hydrated.
We did.
Because
We
we
definitely
dabbed.
did.
Most of us did.
Most of us did.
Cough, cough,
Hey,
Justin.
Oh, I was about to make chat guess who. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
God, you gotta call me out on stream?
Hell yeah.
We have to call out. Oh, here goes Rayson. Dab.
Is that one specifically for me, Ryson?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's
We're speaking
that's,
on behalf of Rayson. We
that's for Justin.
Alright. You guys in the Discord can see me do it.
Okay. You even put on your video for us, yep.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you for dabbing.
No problem.
And okay, so break happened. We're gonna come back with the dishes have been cleaned. Like, you guys took like a moment to kind of process things, and Avery went through, started plating putting away leftovers, cleaning the kitchen, not making it spotless, but at least making it like cleaner. He specifically goes after the chair that Briar had been sitting in, like with a passion.
Because that soot off.
Yeah, I gotta get that soot. And then he takes the plate of cookies that Laura brought and leads everyone back to the common space. There's enough room for everyone to sit, but despite like on furniture and things, but he decides to sit on the ground, cross-legged, his back kind of to the television, and he looks at you guys. And it doesn't even look like he doesn't really seem to have anything to say. He's kind of just processing everything that's happened tonight, or at least in the last couple hours.
What you thinking about?
What a way to break the silence.
It was getting tense.
Just how I didn't want this for you guys. None of you were supposed to get involved.
Oh, it's a little late now.
We're past the points of couldas and shouldas.
Yeah.
So I want to ask if you can fill us in some, because as I've repeated before, you know your brother. The more you tell us, the less likely he is to dive in an uninformed situation. Which isn't to say he won't dive into a terrible situation that he knows is terrible.
Are you literally trying to do Big Brother emotional manipulation?
I can't call it that because I'm an only child, but sure. We'll say that's what I'm attempting.
I feel like that needs a check. Like, it's honest, but like I feel like it needs a check.
Empathize?
Oh, good. I can't wait to use those.
Oh, we know.
Fucking dice.
We know Nick is. Or is it
technically empathize is actually 5 dice because it's at least a minds.
Let's see here. I gotta find my. Somehow in all of the stuff I had grabbed, I forgot to grab my rule book, and I don't want to go running for it right now. So let me see here. It's Why can't I find the checks? What the heck? Ah, I found it. Okay. Okay. It can either be a charm check
Mm-hmm.
or an empathize check.
Let's go with empathize. I'm not exactly attempting to be charming to him at this point. One.
Oh, that's still pass.
That's still a pass. Avery doesn't look pleased by this. But you can tell he kind of like shrugs like, you're not wrong. I hate it, but you're not wrong. And he's like, what specifically do you want to know? Other than maze entrances, and like stares again at you, Lauren.
So this has clearly been going on for a long time, right?
Probably longer than any of us have been aware of, yeah.
Okay. Well. You say you're trying to stop whatever voices, as you call it, going on in Red Acre?
Mm-hmm.
How would one even attempt to hurt something that doesn't even, like... We don't know what or where it is. If it's just in our heads.
Belief. And
Are you
if we
telling
go...
me we pray this thing to death?
No, he kind of gestures and look, it's alive. They're alive because some people believe in that idea, if we go on what Alex has kind of pieced together. Okay. So that belief, that all for one for all ideal, that unity, that togetherness, that thing, as long as somebody believes in that, it lives. So you can see, we can't necessarily kill it. But we might be able to make it less powerful.
I see.
We do that.
Hmm?
How would we do that?
Avery shrugs. And it's like, well, some people have some ideas. Briar, if she was still here, would tell you it would be to destroy that wall around Red Acre.
With fire, I assume.
Maybe. I don't really want to, but probably. There's like this wall, a gate, another reason why they don't want you to go into the forest at night is because then you'd see it. You'd see the barrier. You'd see it. It's so red. It's so loud. And that prevents others like it from getting inside.
Getting inside?
Inside Red Acre. So,
okay.
So we said earlier there are more than one, right? There's more than one voice.
Yeah, but
Red
Would
Acres
that-
run by one.
yeah, would that red barrier or whatever stop us from going in?
I don't recommend approaching it. It hurts like a
You can say it.
No.
It hurts. You can
It
swear in front of
hurts.
your brother.
No, I'm worried about the more obvious of a child and like kind of like gestures at you, Lore. No.
Excuse me.
Bruh.
You're excused. So that barrier, because we, and he kind of gestures at the group, we don't have it in our head. Well, you guys might. I don't. I'm stuck with who I have.
What does that mean?
You get to a certain age, we think. You get to a point. And whichever one is more prevalent stays with you the rest of your life. And I have passed that point, so I have a specific one.
Does it have a name?
Of course it has a name.
Okay, what's its
Are
name?
they like? They nice or?
Yeah, are they nice to you? Do they take care of you?
The look Avery has shot the two of you.
We're just making sure. We're just
Why?
looking out for you.
Why? You know that if the others were not here, Avery would be tackling you right now.
Oh no, by any means, go ahead. Okay.
It's that feeling of like I'm gonna be in so much trouble when I'm here alone.
That's what I was saying. Is you
Crash
thought you were
at
safe
your-
because the lady showed up. No, he's just gonna be madder for when we leave.
The one I have is we'll say interesting. Yeah, we'll go with interesting.
That's the kind of like backhanded compliment people say about a person they don't like.
Yeah. Is the thing in your head gonna be happy you said that?
It can deal.
Oh, okay. So we can
Are
boss
they,
them
like-
around?
No, I don't recommend picking fights with them.
Are they like listening right now or like?
He
are they
kind
here?
of
How does-
pauses and like you almost see his you notice his eyes like unfocus. And he's like, if they're here, I don't know, but they're kind of always here. Just it's hard. They won't really pay attention though until I say their name. And which I'm not going to do because I don't want to invite them here. I don't need them tinting
But if
this
they're nice, why
conversation.
don't you want to invite
Sounds like a complicated relationship.
them?
Think of it this way, okay? It's already weird enough knowing there's something else of some kind of sentience basically puppeting me at certain instances, okay? Because that's what it does. That's what they all do. They kind of puppet you when they take control of you.
Ew.
Yeah. So once you're aware of that, it's a little hard to have a nice relationship with them.
Wait, so could anybody have fun, like just controlling them at any time and we just wouldn't know?
Yes.
Wait, so are you saying like I could have been talking to them instead of you, or?
More likely, yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
I
And
hate that.
you, from what I can gather, you wouldn't even notice a difference. They're really good at mimicking me. And whoever
well,
you
no.
end up getting will be really good at mimicking you.
So
No, this
Wyatt, your
doesn't
brother's
sound
possessed.
great.
It's
I
not
know I
great.
hate this. Now I'm gonna like interrogate you every time I talk to you.
I mean, we
Say
can
something
try.
only Avery would know.
That's everything. They have everything.
Shit.
How do you feel about this, Maxie?
Name that one thing I never want you to say from summer camp 5 years ago.
You didn't go to fucking summer camp. Yeah, no, I'm gonna wait. Because Laura asked Maxie a question.
What did you ask? Sorry.
Just said, how do you feel about all this?
Hatred.
Well, that's a good sum.
Everyone gets one?
Yeah.
I wish they didn't.
Yeah.
So, like, where can I sign to opt out of this draft?
If you figure that out, let me know.
How do we even know if we have one? Like, how long have you had one?
Yeah, you said it's at a certain age. Like, you're not that much older than us.
That's the thing. I think mine freshman year of high school, maybe.
Sweats.
But Sawyer's wasn't until literally maybe a month ago. So
How old is Sawyer?
they're all like community college age.
So it could happen at any time from this point on. And oh, god damn it.
There's Sawyer thinks Annie might be already finalized.
Annie the small child.
What
Yeah.
chooses that?
But we can't prove it. Like, it's weird. Because once you're aware of them, they like never really go away. And then
Right.
I've never heard any other ones. I've only ever had this one. Alex has heard 3, but now only has the 1. I don't know how many Sawyer's heard.
Like different options than ones that threaten my life, please.
Well, depending on wherever you met them, that might...
I
Or
was
whatever you
sleeping
did
at
that
home.
woke them up. You didn't touch anything weird, did you?
Define weird.
If you have to think about whether or not it's weird, it's weird.
Well, I touched a lot of things.
I mean, to be fair, before I went to bed that night, I did ask the open air for answers.
That would do it.
We've.
I'd look at Lore.
No.
No.
Wyatt wants to tell him so bad.
Let's can I rewind a bit about Redacre? You said this was happening in Redacre, but there were people missing from Havenhill. How does that work?
I'm trying to get roots here. What better way than converting the people who are going to be here the rest of their lives? Who can then talk to people and convert them to their way of thinking, charm their way into people's thoughts. Stares at Wyatt.
What? Why are you looking at me?
I
Okay,
didn't
wait,
know
so
these great entities were motivated by free hot dogs.
Avery looks at Wyatt and is like, Wyatt, you could sell ice to people who live in Antarctica.
Wow.
Of course they want you. I don't know enough about the rest of you, but they can use you, and if they get a hold of you, they will.
Well, I hate that. Wait, so how do they? You said they like control people. How do they even do that? Like, did they really convince like the entire town that, or?
Maybe it's, think of well, back to the unity thing. People want to work together. People want to be a part of something, and gestures to the group. It's all it takes is one person to be very convincing, and you start to change your ways, and before you know it, you're thinking like them, or at least similarly enough that they can use that. And then you talk to somebody, maybe you in conjunction with somebody else convinces yet another person.
Well, see, then you should make your group bigger, because that would like fight that, right? So technically having us is a good thing.
The problem, though, is once we get to a large enough size, they'll be more aware of us. Right now, we just look like a couple of random dumb teenagers daring each other to do stupid shit. The second we become coordinated whatsoever, they're gonna realize. And I don't know if I want to deal with that. I can't even get Sawyer and Alex to like stick to our agreement. How are we supposed to lead a group of chaotic younger teenagers that don't listen and very obviously go against what they were told?
I don't know anyone who would do that.
I was about to say, does he start like slowly panning to Wyatt again?
Actually, this time he pointedly doesn't look at Wyatt. But Alex and Sawyer probably have already reached out to y'all about other plans, or probably reached out to the other group too that apparently was down there that Sawyer was telling me about.
No, Alex reached out to us.
Alex did? Okay. You can
Alex
see
and
you can
those
almost see him make a mental
two random
note.
people.
Well, we already showed him though.
It's too late. We're a part of the group now. What is the group name?
We're not naming the group.
Well,
Why
we already
not?
kind of have like a name going, so you know we gotta.
Yeah, we have
It's
a
a
name.
branding thing.
We're not naming the group.
Too
Why
late.
not?
Look, I'm
Well-
gonna be very real with you, Avery. You're expecting like nobody our age is gonna. I shouldn't say nobody. Most people our age are not gonna like cohesively work in a group. Especially for something that's well above what we're supposed to be doing as a goddamn fields.
I guess I'll burn that bridge when I get there. Or wait, no, I won't, because Briar.
You'll ask Briar to burn that.
Yeah.
I'll worry about it if it comes up. It's somebody's got. Yeah. He kind of like looks out the window And then like grabs one of the cookies, and he's like, anything else? You guys should probably be heading back soon.
Is there anything I can do to try and keep my mother from being a part of whatever's taking over adults?
If somebody... What you can do is don't let your mom try and move you to Red Acre.
Okay.
Avery grabs his phone and powers it back on. And you can tell he immediately regrets it because his phone just blows up with notifications. And he scrolls through and he is like, the thing we don't know about, and he pointedly looks at Nick. The thing we don't know about happened to protect a friend of another teammate.
The thing we don't talk about?
Mm-hmm. We're not talking about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But I don't know if that makes that better or worse. Don't let your family move you to Red Acre. If there is any hint of Chorus going to show up, come up with excuses to not be home. Anything. It can be stupid. Like, fake being sick if you have to. Don't give Chorus the opportunity to enter your house. They built your house. They've technically already been in it. But that's one of the patterns Sawyer put together. Chorus appears and talks about moving you to Red Acre, and your parents come up with reasons why to stay because you're attached to the people here, or you're so close to graduation, or whatever. And then within the week, you're gone, and no one notices. So yeah, don't move to Red Acre.
That seems to be the message.
Just in case we fall into the maze again.
I swear to God.
No. This is a good question. Alex mentioned a monster being down there, but we never saw anything but sleeping people and slightly awake, creepy people.
Eyes.
The eyes. Is that the monster?
The people with lots of eyes, in one way, are a monster, yes, but they are not the monster Alex was trying to warn you about.
Oh, great.
When you were down there, you were down there with Sawyer, so did you ever feel pressure? Like overwhelming, burning pressure?
Ear pressure? No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
No, like your ears need to pop, but they can't pop. Like your sinuses are stuffed. Like heat along the back of your neck and your scalp, and almost like you're both going to explode and implode. And
yeah. No, I do remember that. It was like Sawyer. It was like when we met Sawyer.
did you feel or see red along your vision at any point? If not, that's fine. But that's the thing. The thing that causes the pressure. That's the monster. It's their little weapon.
Well, we can't see it.
You can if you close your eyes.
That's inconvenient.
Yeah. Or you learn to navigate based on the pressure. It's their little guard dog of their Eden. Smiles swears it also runs around the streets of Redacre at night, but I've only ever seen it in the underground.
Can it hurt you?
I would rather not answer that.
Oh.
Just know it's not fun if it gets you. And that's probably also what got Sawyer and why Sawyer was stuck down there. Because no one told me Sawyer was down there.
Yeah, you guys gotta work on your communication skills.
We're going to.
Wyatt, don't laugh. You also have to, because you didn't tell us shit.
What?
What was that?
Nothing.
Avery makes a note of this. No.
If we're working on communication, I feel like we need to talk about the thing.
Thing.
The thing.
The thing that made our brains buzz.
Your brain's
Did
buzzed?
That thing and the other thing, the tree thing.
Oh. Laura looks at Nick.
Look. I mean, look, and I'm saying this all out loud. It's very clear that Avery isn't super on board with us continuing this. He's at least giving us information, unlike literally everyone else. But he's also clearly, like, hesitant. which means I don't know if he's given us the full story here.
What if we talk vaguely about it?
We're just saying this in front of him.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
How do we talk vaguely about that?
How would you just say that there's a thing that has shape-like things that you put into it, and one of them hurt our brains.
Well, that was in the maze too.
Oh. That's true.
Avery looks absolutely confused. Like his eyebrows are kind of like knit together, and he's like, like squinting. Like, the hell are you talking about? Use your words.
What if I use a picture?
A picture?
Do we have a picture of it
We do.
in our group chat?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
So Laura would pull it up on her phone and give it to oh my god, I keep wanting to switch Sawyer and
I know, right?
and she gives it to Avery.
Okay. Which photo specifically are you showing Avery?
It's the duct taped mess of the symbol that they put together.
Avery holds the phone and kind of like rests his head on his hand, which the elbow is kind of like digging into his knee kind of thing. So he's very like kind of hunched over, and he stares at this photo and then kind of like puts down the phone, and he's like, who assembled it?
Nick did.
Nick did it.
Yeah?
You know, sometimes these things are broken for a reason.
Well, maybe they shouldn't be left in a pile.
Where did you find this? Is it broken
In the
now?
woods. I think it kind of fell apart, but it's mostly intact.
Avery hands you back your phone. And
But it is not actively in any of our possession. After I was thoroughly warned.
Who warned you?
A school teacher.
Which one?
Mr. Gallagher.
Avery kind of like flops. Like he was sitting, but now he's just like laying on the ground, and he's like, "Of course it was Gallagher."
Yeah, no, he's made some scary instances and attempted to intimidate me while pretending he cares.
Yeah, he does that.
Oh, so he's done it to you too. Cool.
He Avery like has a hand in the air and he kind of like gestures with it, and he's like, "I don't have proof yet, but I think he's one of the ones that said brainworm's bad. I don't think he's one of them. I think he's brainworm's bad."
You think he's part of this other group of people?
Yeah. I don't have proof yet. I'm trying to find that. That was what I was supposed to be doing.
Can help you.
I don't think he's going to be going anywhere.
I mean, Mr. Gallagher seems particularly interested in at least my case.
I mean, he doesn't have a working car, so...
I knew... Wyatt, I knew it. Avery?
Listen, it's probably working now.
What
It's
did
not
Avery-
that hard.
Avery, did you teach your brother how to steal a battery from a car?
No.
I taught him how to change a You stole a battery from a car?
I mean,
Yes or no?
I cannot confirm.
Yes or
nor
no?
deny. Maybe.
That's not a yes or a no.
Hey,
Yes.
Wyatt never pulled it out of the car, technically. In defense. Before you kick
Are-
his ass.
Wait, you're telling me he unhooked it for you and then you stepped in to pull it out?
I didn't pull it out.
I pulled it out, okay? And it was for a reason, too.
Avery like
Yeah.
buries his face in his hands and he's just dying of laughter. He's cackling, like a full belly laugh. Like, you all are stupid. Like, are you? And then like rolls over and like holds his hand up to Wyatt. And Wyatt, you recognize it as he wants a high five.
He's really doing that.
Nick will facepalm and say, "You wonder why you have difficulty trying to keep teenagers in check."
Look, Mr. Gallagher's a dick, okay? Like, I'm only sad I didn't do it first.
Right? That's why I was fine with it, because Mr. Gallagher is a little shit.
He
It was
failed me
Max's
on a
idea.
science test
It was
because
Max's
I called
idea.
him out on his language.
We
Like,
were cool.
It was a
What was that?
prank. We just pulled a prank on him. It's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't cause anybody any hurt.
larceny.
It doesn't hurt
I don't-
anyone.
I don't know that word.
You stole.
No, we didn't. It was a prank.
It was a
If you
prank.
We
still have the
infin-
battery,
we-
you stole.
We
And-
indefinitely borrowed.
Well, technically, we can put it back. It might be drained, but we can put it back.
We could put it on his desk or something. Then it would be returned.
Yeah, boom, not stolen. Borrowed.
Avery's just
I'm
kind of like
leaving.
laughing into his hands. No! Oh, no. Not done yet. But, no, seriously. Funny. Don't do it again, but it was definitely funny. We don't need him to be any more let's say curious. We don't need him to go looking more into it. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah. I need to talk to Alex and Sawyer. We need to figure out what we're doing and try and get on the same page. Alex was talking about doing breakfast. I don't know if you got that text message at some point.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Mhm.
So maybe at a breakfast. Obviously not at a restaurant. We can talk about this. Hopefully with everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, before I kick y'all out to go home. Any last questions?
Are any of these other entities, aside from the one in Red Acre, dangerous?
They're all dangerous. In their own ways. Because they're extremes. Just not following, like, you have the unity one, of course you're gonna have the individualist. You know, you have, I don't know, science, knowledge. Who cares the price to pay as long as you get that knowledge?
Well, how do we know which one is talking to us?
You can try and ask.
I didn't think of that.
What did out of everything I taught you, did we never go over manners? I feel like I have been
no, I don't
remiss
think
in
you did.
this.
Shut up.
Okay. But just be careful. Why will you give them my number?
Yeah, I can send it to the group chat.
Okay.
I'd love your number.
Never mind, I'm sending it individually to Max.
Shut up! Shut up! I was just teasing you, Wyatt.
So if at any point, I don't care what time of day it is, you have any reason to suspect anything, don't be afraid to text me. Okay? I know you don't have to like me. And hell, you're probably better off not liking me. But I can at least act as a buffer if need be. You understand?
Yeah.
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 Okay. And he slowly, like, stands up and stretches and is like, I'll let y'all talk now. And you hear him walk down the hallway to his room, and he closes the door, and Wyatt, you begin hearing Avery blast his music.
So your brother's possessed.
Okay, well, based on what he said, your mom's probably possessed too, so...
Oh, are we doing your mom jokes? Or
Look, we know for a fact at least your father's in with the bad crowd.
Yeah.
He doesn't say anything to that. He's just still processing that part.
Okay. Well,
It wasn't meant to come off as a your mom joke, but I mean,
It sounded like one. I know it was serious.
it did sound like one. But yeah, no, this is clearly a problem, and we're stuck here.
We have to do something about it.
Okay.
Guys, do you guys go along your merry ways and head home? Or do you stick around? Hello? Oh no. Did the internet drop? Okay, I'm still alive. Others are not. I'm gonna come to this screen. Yeah, Discord's dead. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. We're gonna try that. Yeah, no, it's dead. Hello?
Hello.
Oh my
Hello.
god, why did Discord break on me?
I'm sorry. I saw you like flickering a little, and I was like, I can't tell if they're talking or not.
I'm sorry, what was the last thing you heard?
Avery going off to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Avery went off to bed, and you guys were talking about doing something about it, I think.
Yeah.
And then it like went dead silent for me, and I was just like, so
shit.
what are you doing?
Oh no, we were talking, and Laura had asked. Laura was. Sorry, I was asking if Laura could text, Alex, and warn them that Avery wants to yell at them.
You are able to.
Okay. So she'd send a little warning their way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about. And Laura was talking about wanting to join them. Nick said that he didn't want to go in the maze.
And then Laura said he's gonna end up there anyway.
Oh. Yeah, that's some heated words.
I just meant you get dragged everywhere.
Yeah, usually not by, some multi-eyed people kidnapping me.
Well, no one's gonna kidnap you. We're just gonna we're gonna go together again, maybe.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, peer pressure. We need
We're
your
a team
level-headedness. What was that?
We're a team now.
Yeah. You can't leave us. You can, but
You can't leave us. You can, but
But please don't.
yeah, exactly.
Oh
Look.
my god.
We've been, helping each other in this
Mm-hmm.
strange and terrible endeavor for all of, what has it been, half a week?
Yeah, for you guys, it's been exactly a week.
I'm
It's been a
busy.
week. And you know, as much as you've clearly caused me anxiety, I can honestly say I appreciate you sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, Wyatt, you know when I
Should we do like a group hug?
No.
What? I've never had one.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to wait longer.
Oh, wow.
You can look. We'll do a group hug without Wyatt.
All right. What about a group fist bump?
I'll do a group fist
Okay,
bump.
what
I'll
if we
that.
do a group hug of the three of us, but we just happen to be around Wyatt when we do it?
Oh. Oh. All right, everyone.
I'm just in the immediate vicinity.
We're just gonna like crowd around Wyatt.
No.
Do I make you roll for this? Just because
Yeah.
you guys haven't rolled for I haven't been able to make you guys roll for anything really.
We roll for hugs?
No,
I
feel like they were trying to force you into a hug.
Yes, we're surrounding you. You're never going to escape. I'd roll.
You'd roll? Body move check or body force?
Either
We're forcing
better
our
than
hug.
Wyatt's.
Body
Anything
rolls,
is
body rolls.
better than mine. I have 2 points in body.
Oh
Oh my
no.
god. Yeah!
I have 7 points in body. Or in force, rather.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh, you're getting the best hug.
You can also roll to resist, but you have to resist a lot.
He doesn't have enough dice!
Ah, yes, let me roll my 2d6. Yeah, let's see.
You got one!
Oh, there was some resistance.
Okay. Are you gonna roll, Nick?
Yeah, sure, I can roll my 2 dice.
Yeah, roll your 2 dice. I'm just curious.
You can always offer my 6 to Nick, you know?
No.
No.
You
The
could
bonus
roll.
Yes.
6, yeah.
I can't do what you can do, Wyatt, but yes.
There you go. So then I get that for 6 from Lore.
Okay.
Yes.
No.
So I feel like
Yes.
I feel like Wyatt goes to kind of scramble away, and Lore practically body tackles him, and then
As she does.
and it's almost like it's like a hug / like a dog pile kind of thing on top of Wyatt. Because there's this thought of if we let Wyatt sit up, Wyatt's gonna get away. So you guys are kind of puppy piled.
Great.
And it is a very big bonding moment. If we had friendship ranks, you all would go up a rank of friendship.
Aww.
But since we don't have friendship ranks, you just feel a little warmth in your heart.
I imagine Avery just hears a little thud.
I feel
his
like
music.
Avery hears the no, and then and Avery's I'm not looking. I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna kill Discord. Discord, please. Discord's literally being no. No more. No more. Come on, Discord, reconnect, por favor. No, it disconnected. It disconnected. I'm not giving it positive feedback. Hello. Hello. What? Hello, please. Please. I just have my Discord eternally on my connecting. It's just eternally connecting. It's just... Okay, so what I'm gonna do... Did you have fun? Yeah. Yeah, no, you guys can't hear me through Discord because Discord isn't working. It's decided to die. And that's why I just disappeared from the screen. That's fun. Yeah. No, Discord isn't working. So we'll end the session for you all on the nice, pleasant... Oh, try changing server region? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Let me try that. Boop-a-doop. Nope. Just tried that. Hell, nope. It's not working. So what we're gonna do is, sadly, I'm going to end the session for you all there. With the feel-goodsy moment. I hope you guys in stream can at least still hear me. But I will... Okay, so I'm gonna do this here then. As our lovely feel-goodsy team goes to bed that night, they begin to feel themselves dragged deeper and deeper into sleep. And in their thoughts, in their head, coming from within, they hear something. Something like a voice. Please, 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 hear me? Listen to me. Listen to me. Trust. Believe in me and can help you. Let us help each other. Let us end. Thank you for watching this extra episode. Thank you for watching the extra episode of A-Side. It's for Better Than Paradise, Tales from the Loop Blackout Club inspired campaign. Join us in the Discord to experience some puzzles, experience some background lore as we get into season 2. Thank you all so very much. Thank you to Dee for playing Wyatt, and Justin for playing Nick, Novo for playing Maxie, and Stasi for playing Lore. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for participating, enjoying the show. Reminder, you can join, as I said before, join the Discord. You can submit some forms like some stars and wishes, letting us know what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy, and get involved in those puzzles. Find some secrets, learn some things, and we will see you all around. Thank you. Bye-bye.